going on, guys? It's your boy Duke back here with another new episode of Uncut Vlogs. Today we're going to talk about Day 3 Democratic National Convention, the DNC. I tried to watch it on Day 1. I didn't watch it yesterday. I was kind of busy doing some other things, taking my doc apart and shit like that. But I watched it on Day 1 for like, I don't know, probably about a half an hour, and then I just kind of got irritated with it, with all the slamming and the false statements that the DNC likes to make about the Republican Party. And it's a bit frustrating when the president's lying to you, Reverend Jesse Jackson's lying to you, when just about everybody they have up on stage decides they need to lie to you and fudge numbers to make it sound like they're doing a better job than they actually are doing. When I watched it on Day 1, it was nothing but a bunch of Trump bashing, male bashing, male working bashing. I heard somebody on the radio yesterday talk about how the only people that have not been brought up onto stage at the DNC is more or less working class male American. It's been a big parade for the LGBT community, for the racially diverse community, for the women. I don't even know, I'm sure somebody's keeping count of it right now, but how many times it's been said that we finally need a woman president. I'm sorry to say, but just being a woman doesn't qualify you to be president. I have no quarrel about a woman being president in this country. I could really care less what sex you are, what race, gender, whatever. As long as you meet the qualifications, I'm fine with it. But I, for one, don't think Hillary Clinton meets any of those qualifications. A new documentary came out that you can watch. It's like the Clinton Cash, I believe is what it's called. I watched it. It's like an hour long. I'll try to put the link in the description below so you guys can go check it out. It's a really good video to watch, and it shows you how the Clinton Foundation actually functions. They stated that, Hillary Clinton paid 31% of her income tax. She pays 31%, on income tax, but she donates 11% of her income. Well, that 11% of her income is going back to her. You got to realize that these politicians, what they do is they just start up large foundations. They donate the money to themselves, and then what happens to the money? They get to use it for, nonprofit purposes. I need to buy a new shirt. I need to buy a new suit. I need to buy a new hat. I need to buy a new truck. I can buy those all through a nonprofit organization and not be taxed as high as, an individual business owner who does it on themselves. But as of last night from the DNC, there was quite a few statements made by President Obama. Reverend Jesse Jackson are the two that come to mind right away. Obama more or less claimed that we've doubled our renewable energy sources when we really haven't done that. I think the statement from MSN said that we've only doubled it by 60%, not 100%. So he's off quite a bit on that number. The other thing he suggested was that we've dropped the budget deficit temporarily. He put a little thing at the end of his speech letting you know that yes, it'll drop for the next couple of years, but then it's supposed to go back up with his plans that are in progress. So yes, he has dropped it, for the last couple of years, but what's going to happen is, I think they said by 2026, it's supposed to be back up to in excess of $948 million plus and keep going up after that. So the plans and the things he's put into progress aren't into effect yet, and they won't come into effect until after he's president. And the same thing happens with every president. After they're done being president, their plans go into effect afterwards and just kind of fuck the next guy over on his numbers. Bush fucked, Obama over, and, fucking same thing happened. Clinton fucked Bush over. So, it just keeps going in a fuck cycle. What's interesting to see is, and I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook about this, is people pushing towards a third party. And I'm all for third-party votes. If you want to go out and vote third-party, go ahead and do that. Just don't vote Hillary Clinton, because I am not a big fan of hers. The way she lies and cheats, she should not be even allowed to run for president with the things that she's done to our society. But, this is America, so I guess she's allowed to run. You can cheat and fuck the system over as much as you can as long as you're a politician, because there's a double standard of life here. Kind of like how it was in Rome before it collapsed. There's a double standard of life for the elite and the people that, lived in the society. And that's probably going to be the biggest downfall of our country, is if we keep letting this progress, where the politically elite get to go ahead and do whatever they want, can do whatever they want, and not be, held as responsible as everybody else in this country. It's going to tear us apart, and it's not going to stop tearing us apart until we alleviate that situation, or the entire excuse me, the entire system comes to a collapse. So, you know, looking at, you know, Obama's statements, and then Reverend Jesse Jackson went out there. He started talking about how we have not lost any jobs under Obama's term. We had a large hemorrhaging of jobs when he first took office. The economy was in a downfall. We were losing thousands and thousands of jobs by the day. And they continued to do that for about a year. Some of that is, you know, held up to Bush, what Bush did. You know, he's partly responsible for that. And then the policies that Obama came out with still kind of helped hemorrhage those job losses. With the high tax rate, you know, the free trade deals and things that we're doing right now, it's really killing our ability to earn income in this country. You know, you hear people coming out of college, you know, the most they're making is like 15, 16 bucks an hour coming out of college. You know, low income workers now want to make $15, $16 an hour flipping burgers. But then the people coming out of college are mad because they can't, you know, they're only making $15 an hour. They went and got a $30,000 degree. Now they can only make $15 an hour. So, you know, where do you set the line is, you know, if you come out of college, should you be making $20, $25 an hour? And when you know, go work fast food, should you be making $15 an hour? You know, this country, it's really expensive to live in. You'll hear people from other countries say, oh, if I made the kind of money they made in America, I'd be set for life after 3 years. What they don't realize is the cost of living in this country is extremely high. And it's not as high as in some places as Europe. You know, Europe comes to mind where it's probably quite a bit higher. They pay a lot more for gas. You know, Israel is really high. They pay a ton of tax over in Israel. So we have it pretty good. But at the same time, you have to realize we have a lot of expense in this country, and it's not cheap to live here. So, you know, Reverend Jesse Jackson made those statements about those jobs. That wasn't entirely true, you know. And then those two came out and did those two things between Obama and Jesse Jackson. Go out there, read the news articles about the facts, guys. Understand the facts. Don't take politicians for their word. They're just trying to sing you a good song to get you to vote for them. And that's one thing you really got to be careful of is, you know, do your fact checking, check out, you know, where they've been, what they're doing, where they're going before you go ahead and vote for them. You know, if you want to vote third party, you hate both Trump, you hate both Clinton, that's fine. Go out and vote third party, you know. Just don't vote for Hillary Clinton because she's, you know, she should not be president. She's a lying, cheating, manipulating, I don't know. Well, there's so many words in the dictionary that I don't even know if there's one that could describe the type of person that she actually really is on the inside. She's literally probably, you know, a reincarnation of Satan himself. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my video. I'm putting one out every day, Monday through Friday. I don't know if I'll do them on the weekends because I don't know if I'll have time or not, but I'm for sure doing them Monday through Friday. Just let me know what you'd like me to talk about. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later.